어쩜 이렇게 시간이 안 가는지 정말 버스 안에서 고잉 이불 속에서 고잉 고잉은 언제나 너에게 고잉 고잉.
Hello everyone, I am Mariz Quinga and I will be discussing learning with visual media. Before anything else, I would like to share with you a little fun fact about the word media.
What is media?
Media are the communication outlets or tools used to store and deliver information or data.
Did you know?
2 centuries ago, the term media was actually used to describe the newspaper because the newspaper contains various informations that the people needs. Media also help teachers make lessons more engaging and easier to understand by using tools like videos and pictures. It supports different learning styles and explaining difficult ideas while keeping students interested in the topic. And now, let us talk about visual.
What is visual?
Visual is the conveyance of ideas and information in the forms that can be read or looked upon. So in other words, visual refers to informations presented in a way that people can see, such as images, videos, and diagrams. These help people understand concepts more easily through sight. So visual media has 2 forms, the non-projected visuals and the projected visuals. So what's the difference between the two? So the non-projected visuals are those media which are used without any projections. So they translate abstract ideas into a more realistic format. So in simple words, the non-projected visuals are those materials that can be seen without the use of any electronic devices, such as using books or using the actual object of what the teacher was talking about. The non-projected visuals has 2 types, the 2-dimensional objects and the 3-dimensional objects. The 2-dimensional objects are materials viewed in a flat surface that can be measured in width and in length, which are lacking in depth or volume, meaning they only exist on a flat surface like a drawing on a paper or on a computer screen. The 3-dimensional objects, however, are the things that you can see and touch like a real object or a model. They look like they have depth and can be measured in height, width, and length. These objects can be used to help you learn about things in a more realistic way. So meaning, the 3-dimensional objects are the actual objects of what the teacher is talking about. For example, the teacher's lesson is all about kitchen tools, and instead of using pictures of the tools, the teacher is showing the actual kitchen tools to the students for them to learn it much better because they can see the actual objects instead of pictures. Let's now proceed to projected visuals. Projected visuals are images or materials that require electronic devices like projectors or smartboards to display them on a surface such as a screen or wall. So the projected visuals needs an electronic device for the material to be shown. For example, the teacher prepared a video on how to use the kitchen tools. How will the students see the video? Of course, the teacher needs a laptop and a projector for her to be able to show the video to her students. These are some examples of the 2-dimensional objects. The first one is the photographs or pictures. Pictures are photographic representations of people, places, and things. The photographs or the pictures could be on a piece of paper or it could also be in the electronic device. And these pictures are available on the internet, books, magazines, and newspapers. Next are flashcards. Flashcards are small cards that has pictures or symbols or questions. And these cards are often used by the teacher during a class activity or an assessment. Next is a wall chart. A wall chart is a type of a large poster that has information for educational purpose or entertainment. And these posters has different topics displayed on them. It could be about the reproductive system, or it could be about geography or math. And these posters or charts are often displayed on the classroom walls. Next is map. A map is a visual representation of a place. It shows the location of different features like cities, countries, road, and bodies of water. Just think of the map as a picture or a drawing of a place that shows you where the cities are and how to get there. And these are some examples of the three-dimensional objects. First is the model. A model is a recognizable 3D representation of a real thing or object. It is a scaled representation which may be equal to, smaller, or bigger than the actual size of the original object. So the model is like a replica of an object. It could be the same size of the actual object or the smaller version or the bigger version of it. For example, in the science laboratory, we have the 3D model of the skeleton. Next is globe. Globe is also a good example for the model because the globe is a 3D model of the Earth. You can use the globe to show your students the shape of the Earth. You can also use the globe to show your students the continents, where it is located, and the comparative size of the continents and its nations. Next is realia, or real objects. It is the actual objects from their normal settings and are taken to the classroom for study and analysis. And the last one is the specimen, or sample. It is the fragment of the original object. So the specimen is a small portion of the actual object. For example, in the science laboratory, we have the specimen of the brain, we have a specimen of the fetus, and so on and so forth. So that would be all. Thank you for listening.